gonna miss.
Don't you wanna get your hands on riches galore?
No.
There was a kart racing game on the Nintendo 64 that was one of the most popular games of its era. It was one of the best games to use if you wanted to make your PlayStation and Saturn owning friends jealous. When a score needed to be settled, the battle mode in this game often became the arena of choice. This game was...
Welcome to Mario Kart!
Mario Kart 64. Obviously this was going to be a wildly popular game given the title's heritage. However, there was certainly a worthy competitor, an upstart title born from within, one that in my mind was superior to Mario Kart in many ways. That game was Rare's brilliant Diddy Kong Racing. For those that haven't played the game, there are some major differences between it and Mario Kart. One of the most important was the variety of vehicles available. Similar to modern Mario Kart titles, Diddy Kong Racing allowed the players to choose between a kart, a hovercraft, and a plane. Not only this, but in multiplayer, players could make individual choices, allowing chaotic races between characters on the road, in the water, and in the sky. The game also featured a substantial single-player mode that blew Mario Karts out of the water. All the tracks are accessible via a hub world, with multiple challenges, ghosts, and secret characters all present. Whilst kart games up to this point had been almost purely multiplayer exercises, Diddy Kong Racing was just as fun in single player as it was with other people. In typical Rare fashion, they also pushed the technical side of the game well past Nintendo's effort. The fully 3D races and detailed stage geometry looked worlds beyond the flat sprites and basic track design of Mario Kart. The bosses in Diddy Kong Racing were particularly impressive, with huge models and charming animation. Rare was always the master of Nintendo's hardware, and Diddy Kong Racing is just another piece of proof. The soundtrack is also one of the hidden gems from the generation, composed by none other than David Wise. David had provided tunes for some of Rare's best games in the past, such as Battletoads, Wizards and Warriors, and the Donkey Kong Country series, so it wasn't really a surprise to find the music in Diddy Kong Racing such a delight. I found myself humming Crescent Island the other day, more than 15 years after the game's release. Pretty telling. There aren't many faults with the game. The major one, and I guess the one that keeps people on the Mario Kart side of the argument, is the performance of the game. Similar to other Rare games for the Nintendo 64, Diddy Kong Racing sometimes feels a bit ambitious for the hardware. In single-player mode, the frame rate often skips a beat, always at the worst possible time. The problem is further exacerbated in the multiplayer mode, with the game frequently dropping into slideshow quality frame rates. The single-player mode also became incredibly difficult, even for dedicated racers. I unlocked TT, the fastest character in the game, by beating all of his ghost times, but I don't want to think about all the blood, sweat and tears that the game claimed from me in the process. It also seemed a lot less forgiving in multiplayer than Mario Kart, though that might have been my imagination. I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for Diddy Kong Racing. I consider it the equal best racer on the 64, matched only by F-Zero X. It was a fresh take on a genre that was rapidly becoming stale, with even modern releases now cribbing elements from the game all these years later. With that in mind, why not go back and see what all the fuss was about? It'll also make a man out of you by beating you down and making you see silver coins and ghostly talking clocks in your sleep. But it's all worth it to experience one of Rare's most charming games. Don't worry, Tip Top. You'll get your own game one day.
Hey, it's Tip Top!
As always, please remember to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter. Thanks again and see you for the next episode.